I don't mean Bill died, he only died once. The last time I did this, I followed Christy at Bill's retirement party. And it was just, she did so well that everybody was not interested in what I had to say. I can understand that now. However, I have a few notes, and they're just bullet points. Find a eulogy for somebody who's extraordinary, as my buddy Bill McFaul is hard to do. I mean, there's so many great things that have been said about him. And I've learned from his association with the FBI when he did retire, and these guys followed me, and it was like a TV show. They just had it right on, click, click, click. I mean, they were, Bill said, well, Mike, we do it all the time in front of a judge and a jury. So I'm going to take the light route today, meaning I met Bill McFaul back in 1972. I was building a house across the street from where he was going to build a house. And I'm down in the hole. I'm getting the footers ready to be poured, covered with mud. He tiptoed down. He said, hi, you the builder? Yeah. I just stepped on a 16-penny nail, went through my foot on a Sunday morning. And I'm trying to be polite. He said, well, do you know who's moving here? I said, I do. He said, it's some Irish guy here. He's really a lot of trouble. Oh, this could be fun. I said, I remember that. This could be fun. So from there we go. I did hear a story when Bill's parents died, okay? Mother and father. They were up in heaven, waiting to get into heaven. There were two other couples with him. One was a doctor and his wife, one was an attorney and his wife, and they're renowned. And St. Peter told them, told three couples, if you can ask the Lord a question that he can't answer, you can get into heaven. So the doctor went up, cardiologist, and asked Jesus this question, some procedure, and blah, blah, blah. And he had it right away. The guy stepped to the side. The attorney's up, same thing. And now it's Mr. and Mrs. McFaul's turn. They go up and whisper in God's ear. St. Peter's sort of listening in. And suddenly the gates of heaven flew open, the angels appeared, and music was playing, and they're ushered in. The cardiologist, the attorney said, what could they have possibly asked him? Well, he couldn't answer. And Peter said, I heard it myself. Well, what was it? He said, when is Bill going to get his shit together? When is Bill going to get his shit together, right? Now we're living up in Verona Valley Road, High Cotton, drinking cheap beer, trying to make the mortgage payments. And I had a player piano. I used to fool with them, rebuilding them, etc. And parties ended up at my house or started at my house, and Carolyn would say, Bill, it's time we got to go. Saturday night, you got to go to Mass in the morning. Yeah. And Bill would be drinking his early times, right? Early time. And another song, a lot of rolls, and soon Carolyn left. And Joan Holthouse would leave. This is Bob Holthouse, myself, Bill, and who knows else. And it's time to get up the basement steps. Should have seen Bill trying to get up those basement steps. I had to push him up. But there he was at 9 o'clock Mass on Sunday morning. He was right there and ready to go again. He just loved getting around that piano and singing. Back again to meeting him, he had this Don Adams Get Smart voice about him. He said, I think I know you. Right now we just met, I'm down. I think I know you. Do? Yeah. Yeah, I know your face. Oh, well, whatever. Now we both went to Calvert Hall, but he was about 8 years before me. That blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, Jesus, here's an FBI guy, thinks he knows me. I've never done anything wrong that I've been taken to court for, convicted of. You know, some other things wrong. I got this guy to deal with across the street. Well, I got to tell you, we had a lot of laughs. I mean, we just, one laughed after another. And my buddy, Bill McFaul, was usually at the front of them. Somebody mentioned before about going crabbing down his father-in-law's shore. We go down there, my brother Pat O'Shea, myself, and, okay, Pat O'Shea, myself, and Dr. Bob Oldhouse, and Bill. But we didn't get down there and didn't get out on the water to lay out for the crabs until probably 8:30, 9 o'clock, you know. And there weren't any crabs. And so we're trying everything, and let's go down the bar. We stay at the bar for a couple hours. You know, what was crabbing, so we buy a bushel of crabs and take them home and sleep in their backyard. Yeah, we did good. Yeah, we were catching crabs. Crazy, crazy stuff. So he decided he wanted to play our piano, and I knew where one was down on South Caroline Street, 700 block of South Caroline, down in the industrial area. Somebody that I knew had one in the factory that was sitting there. And I got a truck. Bill and I went down and got it. Brought it up, and the FBI moving company was there. And we had some big boys that were there. We had some beef to get this piano down his steps like this, and then the door into the basement made an immediate left turn. So we get it down off the truck. I had a ramp especially made, not made, 2x12s. So slid it down slowly, and get it down on the ground. We hustled it around and let it down the steps easy, and we can't get it in. We're doing everything. It goes on for a couple hours. Carolyn's, you know, she's standing there watching it, going, I knew it. So I said, wait a minute, here's what we do. I've got a big gasoline-operated carborundum saw which cuts concrete. And I said, I'll go get that. And that 3-foot door, 3 feet wide door that you have in a basement, we'll just make it 4 feet wide. Just cut that out, you know. We'll get it in, we'll brace it, and then we'll get a bricklayer in here. She started crying. I go, Shay, you're nuts, he's nuts, you're all nuts. You got to get out of here, you got to quit. So we left the piano sitting on the basement steps. And Butch Hodgson, I think, and I believe PD, state police was there, and there were a couple other guys. And we really had the beef. We tried everything. So we go into the basement, McFaul's basement. Bill's drinking his bourbon. We're all drinking beer. I lived across the street. Next thing I know, Bill got his head on a bar. He sound asleep. The piano sat there until Monday, and they had 2 guys come up. There's 2 men. They took that piano. Oh, I did pull it back out with my truck. I did pull it back up to the top of the steps. 2 men took this piano down, turned it, and put it right in the basement. End of story. Now, I can remember the day Carolyn looked at me, Michael, hey, you're not going to cut my house, or this house is going to fall down. You're nuts. You're nuts. All you're nuts, you know. Carolyn, you're not wrong. Not far from wrong.
You know, Bill lied to us about that. You know that.
Huh?
Bill lied to us about that. He told us it was an upright piano, only weighed, 600 pounds. He didn't tell us it was a player piano.
If we just didn't have that beer and that alcohol, we probably could have gotten it in.
That's true. You guys gave everybody a case of beer before we did the movie. It didn't help.
That was a problem. That just did it. Let me see. I lost my nose, which is not unusual for me. Not unusual at all.
And again, you had all these Irishmen and FBI agents, and they couldn't move it, but a Polish guy from Highlandtown moved it.
Little Polish guy with a little man from Nigeria. Did it. I don't know if there was a little man from Nigeria that did it.
They were piano movers. They were piano movers.
Yeah, they were piano movers.
We weren't squat. We couldn't do anything.
Well, I can only tell you. Met Billy Bill, I didn't ever call him Billy. I might have called him Billy if we had a few beers. And, hey, Billy, come here, man. And he got this, get smart thing. I know you say, what do you think about, we going on about that, but a guy who had a heart of gold, who loved his family, loved my family, just, what a friend. And when I got the call Wednesday, it was early Wednesday morning, I was down in Florida. I had to come up. I'm going back down tomorrow. I'm only coming back Thursday, but I wouldn't have missed this. He's like family to me. He's been like a brother. And there's one other story, and I'll make it brief.
The shower. Dad, the shower.
What? Which one was it?
The shower.
Oh, the shower. Oh, Christ, the shower, yes. I built a house across the street from Bill's house, and my garage was big enough to get my car into. His wasn't. I'll tell you that. It's funny. So, we were on wells up there, up on Delaney Valley Road, and my well wasn't working. So I called Carolyn. I came home from lunch, and I couldn't get any water pressure at all. And I was catching a flight up to Canada somewhere. I said, Carolyn, my well's not working. I need to take a shower. I need to get a flight. Can I come over and take a shower? She said, yeah, come on over. We were both Catholic, so no. So I went over, had my shaving kit, had my own towel, and go up there. I'm kind of in a hurry. And I'm in the shower, back out of the shower, flip-flops on, shorts, athletic t-shirt, a towel over my shoulder. As I'm coming out of the bathroom, the front door of his house opens up, and it's Bill and 3 or 4 agents from the FBI. I'm coming down the steps, and what hair I had was wet, you know what I mean? And he said, this is the house they had been. He said, and this is my neighbor. This is my neighbor, Mike O'Shea. How you doing? Yeah, this is my neighbor. And again, he said, Mike, what are you doing here? I got to get going, Bill. I got a plane to catch. Just took a shower. So he goes, he just took a shower. And they got off whatever they were doing. They got off early somewhere in the Long Green Valley and blah, blah, blah. And fortunately, Carolyn appeared at the instant, she was around the corner. And I said, Carolyn, will you tell him what we were doing, or what I was doing? Of course, now I'm doing it for laughs. She said, he just took a shower. I said, look, I gotta go, I'll see you. I went in and crossed the street, waved bye to my buddy Bill McFaul. We sang a lot of songs with that player piano, drank a lot of beer, and his bourbon, and a lot of laughs. And we miss him, and what a great, great friend. Like family from me. Thank you for listening, really.
Thanks, everybody. So everybody, if you want to raise a